Decision structures. This is fancy computer speak for how do we allow the computer to make a decision. So an if statement is how you allow a computer to choose between a variety of options. Here's the format. If some condition is true, do these steps. Else if a second condition is true, do these steps. Else if a third condition is true, do these steps. You can have as many conditions as you want, and when you're done, if there's a way to say none of those are true, then do this, that's what your else does. So your else is when none of the previous conditions are true. And this comment just helps remind us that we've finished the statement and keeps us organized. Let's take an example. Imagine we're writing a game, which you're going to, and you want to create a rating scheme. We could say, if your score is bigger than or equal to 100, you win. Now maybe there's another condition we want to put in. So ELIF, which is an abbreviation for else if your score is between 90 and 100, we'll tell you good job. Maybe we want another condition. Between 70 and 90, we'll say not bad. Maybe we want another condition. Between 50 and 70, we could say work harder. And then we're done with our conditions. And we just have one last condition for everybody else. You lose. So you are allowed as many conditions as you want, and you can choose to put in the else or not. So you must start with if. Every condition afterwards is ELIF, which is an abbreviation for else if. And then if you want a condition for absolutely everyone else, that's an else. Lots of versatility in this. You could just have one if statement and nothing else, or you can have as many of these as you want. Okay, let's just see what it looks like with all the code there. We'll have a repeat loop that starts at 1. As long as we're equal to 1, we'll just ask for a score to test this. This is the code that we wrote earlier, and then we'll keep repeating until they want to stop. So what does the code look like? You type in a score, 95. 95, not bigger than 100. Oh, it's between 90 and 100 though, so we should say good job. And look, we did. Let's continue. 82. 82, not bigger than 100, not between 90 and 100. Oh, it's between 70 and 90. We should say not bad. And we did. Let's continue. 45, not bigger than 100, not between 90 and 100, not between 70 and 90, not bigger than 50. Oh, it must be this one then, because that's every other situation, and there's the you lose. And that's good enough for us. Okay, what you're doing today, you're doing assignment 5A. Your job is to write a program that will allow the user to add or subtract two numbers. What's that got to do with this? Not much. So you're going to have to pull out of your head, how do you get two numbers? How do you add? How do you subtract? And then add a little if statement. You might want to give them a choice. Your choice could be, would you like to add or subtract? If the choice is add, then you add. If the choice is subtract, then you subtract. 5B, you're going to create a rating scheme. Oh, that looks much more like what we've got on the screen. You're going to input a grade, and depending on what the grade is, you're going to tell them they got an A, B, C, D, or an F. So that looks much more like what's on the screen. After that, 5C is your next one. You're going to play a guessing game where you guess a number from 1 to 100. That's going to take more work. So let's get these two done, and then you'll have time to work on 5C.